Well, hello, and welcome to a regular update for Batability Club. As always, Neil is waiting here with us today to give us his thoughts on what's been happening in June and to let us know what we can be looking forward to in the following month of July. How are we doing today, Neil?
I'm doing pretty good, Aileen. How are you today?
Let's just skip that one, please.
No, I think it's only fair to let the audience know that it's now 1:30 in the afternoon, and we started recording this at about 10:15. And this is the furthest we've got so far.
Yeah, well, I've just been having one of those days, folks. You all know how it goes. So without further ado, let's move on before things get really scary. So what did we get up to in June then, Neil?
June was absolutely brilliant. We had a talking bat from Dr. Roger Ransom, an amazing talking bat with Roger telling us all about his experiences with greater horseshoe bats. We had a webinar from myself on misnetting bats, safe and effective methods. We also had from myself bat sound analysis, just starting out, and a couple of brilliant guests. First of all, Aaron doing a webinar on using Excel for reporting outputs, and also Cody Levine doing a BR guest talking about bats and artificial light, entitled Bats, Bulbs, Bollards and Blackouts. An amazing webinar, folks. Definitely worth catching up on that. And for the first time, our Batability Club sponsors, NHBS, have delivered a product review for us. It was on trail cameras, and this is the first of many product reviews NHBS are going to do for us. And I think we're going to put these out on a quarterly basis. So there you go. That's what's been happening in June, folks.
Excellent. So let's see what's happening in July. Before we get to July then, we've got something to tell you about. Neil?
Aileen.
There appears to be something in here that I wasn't quite expecting. I was expecting July to pop up.
Oh, I see. Okay. Right. Well, I thought it would be useful because we mentioned the Talking Bat podcast, I think last month or the month before, and we mentioned that it was coming soon. Well, it's actually landed, I suppose. I think that is the expression. As of now, Talking Bat audio versions and edited down versions are available as podcasts. So check your podcast provider and hopefully you will see it there if you do a search for it. We're loading these up roughly one a week to begin with until we work our way through all of the Talking Bat interviews we've done to date. There's been about 45 that we're working our way through. And then eventually we're going to get to the stage where on Batability Club members will see the Talking Bat interviews 3 months ahead of them going on the podcast. There'll only be audio versions on the podcast, and the audio podcasted version will also be edited. So there you go, folks, just making you aware of that in case you want to start searching for that.
Yeah, but just a quick proviso, folks, at this moment in time, which is the 30th of June, we're still waiting for it to be uploaded to Apple. Is that correct?
Yeah, so the way these things work, you put the requests into the various podcast providers, and some of them do it instantly. Some of them take a bit of time. Apparently, the Apple process takes a couple of weeks, and Apple is the only one that we're currently waiting for. All of the other normal podcast providers, it is there.
So hopefully now we're going to have a look at what's coming up in July. Fingers crossed. Yay! So let's take us through July then, Neil.
Okay, I'm going to start off with the live and exclusive webinars. We have been doing over the past year or so species profiles, and there have been a few gaps in the ones we've delivered to date. And we've decided July was going to be a month to plug most of those gaps. So we've got 3 species profiles coming up, folks, all exclusive to club. First of all, Serotine with Jessica Dangerfield. We've then got Lissa Horseshoe Bat with Henry Schofield. And then we've got Beckstein's Bat with Patrick Wright of the Vincent Wildlife Trust. So each of those presenters will be giving you the benefit of their extensive experiences with each of those species. We've got a project review towards the end of the month where Al Milano is going to come on and talk about a couple of bat apps that are useful when using a phone or a tablet in conjunction with a USB microphone. We've got an Ask Me Anything session at the end of the month. And apart from all of that, we have just finished doing the Talking Bat with Anne Youngman, all about her experiences leading up to and after the completion of the ultra marathon that she has now done for the benefit of Bats Without Borders. An excellent talking bat, definitely worth listening into, and also an opportunity, if you so choose, to contribute to the Bats Without Borders organisation. Yeah.
Excellent. Don't quite know what else to say there, so let's just move on.
This is going really well this month.
Oh dear. So, as always, thanks for listening to us, folks. Although why you would listen to this one, I really don't know. It's been a bit of a shambles this month. Fingers crossed, it can only be better next month, but it's batability, so you never know. Okay, on that note, I think we should say goodbye. Goodbye, Neil.
Goodbye, Aileen.
Bye.